Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away.
And we are underway from Kansas City.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Young. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 38, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up the first down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Play action. Jones. And he's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Tucker now it away following the touchdown. And that one and will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser.
we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. On the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, another carry for Jackson.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On now is the Titans punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Through the contact. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off the play fake. Jones. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, They look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
No score after one on EA Sports. On first down, Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he finds Gronk, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Off play action, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but it felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? A give to the fullback on the dive. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Brady, he's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone, and Hill will opt for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Jones. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is,
oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Big hold of the 30. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he's brought down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. 2nd and 4. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Brady now to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry for the Hall of Famer, it's Earl Campbell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage. Right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Yeah, the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And again, it's Mahomes. And he'll find Pittman. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Pittman, 57 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It's Derek Johnson, the first-round pick back in 2005 with a sack. 2nd and 11 now. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Back to throw. Jones. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He'll return it from the 6. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this one is incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Gates with a grab. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Here's Jones to throw from his end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones throwing after the interception. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes now to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Eluding the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Giants. Brandon Cooks, 88 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Second down and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Jones. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessful.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception.
Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now a throw here to his running back. And blocked down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught by Gates. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playman. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Chidobe with a pick.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield right at the 48. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless and take care of the ball on the way out.
Moss going to have a 1st down and more. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, does.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, more problems defensively. The face mask adds 15 yards.
And this has really been an undisciplined team. We've seen them make a lot of mistakes similar to this. It's a big reason why they're down so big on the scoreboard.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side on the swing pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Looking deep for his tight end Gates. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time
that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis. The rest of our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run on first down. Vick, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Vick. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 14-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From midfield now on second down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And Cooks has it over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Operating from the gun. Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. Past the 20.
Brady show on there.
And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones now on 1st and 10. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On first down, Vick. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Left side here to Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Michael Strahan. Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Two minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen step. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The dangerous Hill now to return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 10. Throwing Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Vick. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing is Jackson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The return man is Hill. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 23-yard run. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
They'll run with Barkley. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On second down, Barkley. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 27. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. On the give, this is their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. From the 22, Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 39. Tucker's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he gets it up past the 35. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Vick. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that,
nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This is Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
First down, Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Escaping, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Jones. To Barkley on the check down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he
is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Jackson to throw. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Jackson. Oh, going for Sanders downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Returning it, Hill. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
135 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Jones. And he's taken down here by the Saints. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And the Giants send out their punter now. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it.